Hello everyone, Michael Gallo here coming to you with Dave Castro. Honored to be joined by him, the director of the CrossFit Games. And CrossFit Games coming up this summer. Now, this is the first year they won't be held in California, so what kind of led to a change in venue?
I think the Carson was a great home for the CrossFit Games. We were there for 7 years, and that the StubHub Center had a really nice setup for hosting us with the tennis stadium and with the soccer field co-located. But what happens is it's a template, and it's a template that we have to get creative with and program certain events around. So I just felt like it was getting tired, or maybe it was time to move, so we'd have a new template to work with. So then we started looking at cities and possible places to take the games, and once we decided to move, finding a venue that met all of our, honestly, it starts with logistics, our logistical requirements was key. And we went to some other cities and we didn't see venues that have the right setup for us. You know, it's not just a football stadium, it's not just a basketball stadium, it's a combination of maybe both of those plus infrastructure that supports all of our volunteers, all of our fans, all of our vendors. And I felt like we saw the potential with the Lion Energy Center to pull off the games. They have all the supporting structures to create, I'm not going to say create what we had in Madison, but create what we saw the games growing to and what we wanted to do. And so the Lion Energy Center, we saw the vision of the games happening there, and that's how we started with moving them to here. First finding the venue, and then everything else kind of fell in place.
So a lot of logistics, and I was going to ask you kind of about what features you were looking for, but you kind of touched on it with everything that goes into it. But from an athlete perspective, you know, how do you go about creating a good environment for them? You know, they're used to working out in a CrossFit gym or CrossFit box, and now they're in a big arena. So what considerations do you have to take into place for the athlete?
Well, so the big arena is a place for them to shine and showcase their abilities, but back of house, we need a very large athlete area, and that at the Lion Energy Center is there in this. They have this large, rather new convention center that the whole building is going to be our athlete village. And in the athlete village, they have their own locker rooms, they have their own cool down area, they have their own relaxing area, they have their own dedicated warm-up area that's a massive CrossFit gym, they have athlete services, they have food. So creating an experience for them back of house that's away from fans, where they can decompress, where they can do their thing, where they can get their warm-up in, where they can do all the things they need to do to prepare to go out onto the Coliseum and perform at their best for, you know, all the fans around the world watching. That part is very important, and that is one of the logistical and venue things that we need, a area to support them all. And in Carson, we had to build that out. We essentially built a tent that was very large for all the athletes to be in, but here at in Madison at the Lion Energy Center, they have a great venue for that, and that's one of the key considerations in moving the game somewhere to a new venue, is finding the right facilities like that.
So you mentioned the spectators. Obviously, that's a huge part of it too. It's now, tens of thousands of people are going to be coming here. So how much does the spectator experience matter in creating a good visual product for people who will be watching?
It's huge. The spectator experience is another. So the athletes is one key. You're asking all the right questions. The next one is a spectator experience. And at the Lion Energy Center, they have these convention halls that are a couple 100,000 square feet next to the venue that are going to be critical to giving the spectators an amazing experience. One of those venues is going to have all of our vendors. Another venue is going to have a a workout area. I think it's 20,000 square feet of workout area for the fans. So they're all CrossFitters. They can get a workout in while they're at the CrossFit Games. And then obviously the Coliseum will have there'll be a great viewing experience for the event. But the Coliseum is limited in numbers of tickets we can sell. We sold 10,000 tickets to those, and it's already sold out. So what we need to do is create an experience for everyone else who comes to the venue and doesn't get a ticket into the Coliseum, because we have thousands of people coming to the event that aren't going to go into the Coliseum because they don't have a ticket there. But those fans still have plenty of things to see and to do. And we've created that with this format for them.
Kind of a festival atmosphere is basically, yeah.
Festival. We're creating a festival atmosphere for everyone that doesn't get in the Coliseum.
So the games are just, almost a month away. What are you most excited about?
I'm excited about bringing them here with this new format and the tests that these athletes and fans are going to get to do, and the fans are going to get to see. It's going to be wild, and I haven't been this excited in years for a CrossFit Games.
Awesome. And one personal question for the CrossFit fans out there: what motivates you to keep coming up with new challenges and new workouts that keep the athletes coming back?
I think I just the athletes, the fans, and my desire to just do everything I do the best that I can. And I want to put all I can into it. And at the end of the day, I want to say, hey, I did all I could. I did everything I could to make the best experience. And it's not always perfect. It's not always right. But I know I tried my hardest, and I put everything I have into it to create the best CrossFit Games. And having a desire to excel, I think, is what motivates me and keeps me going.
Awesome. There you hear it from Dave Castro. Follow him on Twitter, follow him on Instagram. Dave, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.